Dear legal cannabis industry, if ever there was an appropriate time to use the phrase, it's about fucking time, I would say it's the legal cannabis industry. It's about fucking time. Now, that being said, huge leaps in personal freedoms and whatnot aside, with the rise of legalization came the capitalistic mass production and production of mass waste. Now, ironically, I find this antithetical, and this is the antithesis to, or antithesis, I'm sorry, to what most cannabis culture is about, which is peace, love, supporting the planet, keeping it clean, protecting the future, all the quote-unquote hippy-dippy stuff. But I've noticed that if you are just a casual, regular consumer of legal cannabis, within a month or 2 months, you are easily racking up 20 or so glass jars that are perfectly usable, plastic packaging that should be completely made of biodegradable hemp plastic. You would think, that the cannabis industry would take advantage of the cannabis industry and the hemp and, all the things that you can make with that, including packaging. It's my opinion that there's definitely something we can do. There's a business to be made here, collecting, recycling, reusing the glass packaging, shredding and recycling the plastic packaging, if not completely replacing it with hemp products that are biodegradable and therefore don't need to be replaced. As far as the glass packages, the glass jars can be sterilized and reused, resold back to the packaging companies so that they can reuse them, or even ground down into dust and used to make new glass. I feel like there's an industry of glass blowing and glass pipes and glassware that could benefit from the recycling and reuse of glass jars. In fact, I feel like you could take the glass jars, grind them down, reuse them, blow that glass into pipes and whatnot, and then sell them at the same places again. You know what I mean? Like, there is a self-sufficient system that is not being taken advantage of because the industry was slowly legalized and the dollar signs started popping up in everybody's eyes, and we know what that means. We know who owns all of the industry, who's getting it going. It's not the small time little hippy dippy guys that are trying to do things right. It's going to be the industries, and they don't care so much about reuse and recycling and all that. But you know what, like, we can change that, and at the cost of putting this idea out there and letting somebody else become a fucking billionaire out of it, that's fine with me. All I care about is that there's a problem here that I see, and if I see it as just a single person, then that means there's millions of other people who are also customers, who are also building up stockpiles of plastic and glass trash and throwing it back into the world, into landfills. Not to mention all the disposable batteries from like the disposable vape devices and the pods and everything. There's a whole nother industry there that could recycle that battery, all those batteries, that could recycle all that small tech. Instead of throwing it away into landfills, we should be thinking about how the cannabis industry can become a self-sufficient example of what industry and capitalism should be. I know this is like an off-subject type of rant for my channel, but I don't care. It's something I've been thinking about for a long time, and I've noticed, and it doesn't seem to be addressed or talked about anywhere. I'm not finding anywhere that, people in the culture are saying, hey, has anybody noticed all this trash we're creating that could be like used for better things? That being said, I do believe there are probably small pockets here and there of independent people thinking like me who are collecting things and doing things, and I hope there are. that, I'm sorry, I hope that there are, but I know it's not in mass, and it should be. So I'm just making this video to throw it out there. If it gets, 2 views from people who subscribe to me, whatever. If it gets 1 million views from everybody seeing the word cannabis and clicking on it, whatever. Either way, it's a message that needs to be spread. Start thinking about it, start talking about it. Literally, just start talking about it. I'm bringing up a question that I'm asking that I think needs to be asked by more people. Hey, isn't there something better we can do with all this waste we're producing? Like, it's a great step forward that we've gotten, what legalization we've gotten and what medical legalization we've gotten for people, but at the cost of what? All this mass-produced trash again? Come on, guys. We're better than that. This industry can be better than that. And this industry is built around the resources to make it better. The packaging can be made by recyclable hemp. It can be done. We've already shown what hemp can do. Let's start using it in our own products that we're selling and create an industry, like I said, that can be a shining beacon of what capitalism should be. A self-sufficient, recycling, reusing, and producing as little of a footprint as possible. That's my piece. If you're not a subscriber and you're into like video games, hey, click subscribe. Otherwise, this is kind of a one-off. Thanks for watching. Spread the message. Think about it. And otherwise, thanks for watching. As always, love you guys. Bye!